Hello everyone and welcome, this is Concho from Concho Sewing, and in this video tutorial I'll be showing you how to make a simple boxy bag with handles. Last time I made a tutorial about boxy bag, but I forgot to include handles. Now in this one I will show you how to make handles and how to make these pull tabs. So let's begin. Alright, so we have two measurements, 45 centimeters and 30 centimeters. Find the middle points here and here. And the next step, so anything you want to sew on the canvas, you have to do it now, in this stage. So since our bag is going to look like this, you decide which side is your front side and back side. I'll sew a logo, so I'll do correct measurements. I'll find middle point here and here, and that will give me a straight line, so my logo will be here. Okay, so I got my middle points here and here, drew a straight line and decided where my logo is going to be, so I ever so slightly drew a line here, which will be my guideline for the logo. Now time to sew it on. Okay, do this precisely. I'm sewing a logo here, but you can sew a Velcro for your morale patch or whatnot. It can be whatever you want. This is just an example. So moving on to the next thing, next phase is sewing zipper to the sides. Alright, so first thing we want to do is we want to fold our canvas, which we will sew onto the zipper. So this side I will press it like so, and if you're wondering how much am I using, I'm eyeballing it, but usually it's 1 centimeter, so I'm folding it where I drew the line. That's my folding part. That's the edge here. So I'm folding it because it will be easier to sew it on the zipper. Alright. So this side in. So I'm placing the zipper under the foot here. And this is my measurement. So this part here will be my measurement and the distance from the canvas. So I'll place my canvas like so. So as you can see now, this will be my distance from this actual zipper and the canvas. Always leave centimeter or 2 centimeters of zipper here on both sides, on front and back side, because you can always cut the excess part, but adding it is difficult. So sewing this all the way. Okay, so when you get to the end part here, cut your zipper 2-3 centimeters. Alright, now continue sewing. Okay, we've come to the end. Turn around. So what I just did, all I just did is I lift the sewing foot like so and turn the canvas around. Next part is going like this. I'm using this part of the sewing foot as a guide, which is going to go exactly where my stitch is. So this line here is following this stitch, and that will give us a accurate and same distance, and it will look nicer. Okay, so let's continue. So what now, you ask? How do we sew this side to the zipper? This seems a bit tricky, so the best and easiest way to do is like this. You pull this part out and do exactly the same thing you did on the first run. Fold this. Depending on the canvas you're using, you maybe need to iron this, but this PVC canvas is great to work with. So, like that. Place it under a sewing foot, and we'll do a same thing. We'll leave maybe 1 to 2 centimeters on the top and start sewing. Okay, now that's done, we are going to the next phase. We'll use a zipper head. We want to align the canvas like so, and this will now this part of the zipper comes into play, especially because one side is longer than the other, which is convenient for the zipper. So we'll place the zipper in like so, and trying to be accurate as much as we can to align these two. Like so. Like so. Okay, the next thing. Sewing on, I call these zipper pull tabs, because you're holding on to these to pull your zipper. Usually I'm eyeballing it. It's not a strict measure. You can leave as much as you want. It's up to you. So this is going to look like this, and it is going to be sewn here. So this will be all right. Cut 2 of these. Burn the ends. Okay, now it's time to sew it on. So pulling this side of the canvas in and just leaving the needed part here, so we don't sew it over, placing the zipper pull tab here and doing a double stitch. Okay. Repeat that on the other side as well. Okay, so this looks about right. So we have our pull tabs, which we can hold and pull our zipper, close it exactly the same. Let's cut the excess part off. Alright, now we need to close both sides, here and here, but we need to determine exact opposite of the zipper. So I already drew a middle point beforehand, but in case you didn't, and this is the best way to do it, to be exactly accurate. So the best way to do is to hold this part where the zipper is and stretch it like so. And this will be exact opposite side. And it's slightly off center, but we want to be accurate, and mark it. Repeat the same thing here. Okay, so we have our markers. We want to align those with the center of the zipper. We are going to use a clip to hold it in place. Now press both ends like so and do a double stitch. Repeat that for the other side as well. Okay, so this is done. Now next thing is going to be making this pouch box shaped. So we're going to open the zipper, and next thing is like this. Place it like so, spread the inside of the pouch and fold it like so. So you have this triangle like this. Now we'll mark 5 centimeters from the start here, and we'll do that for the other part. Now draw a straight line like so. Do that for the other side as well. so. Remember to fold this on the same side you folded it on the previous part, so we'll be folding it to the right where the zipper is going. So zipper will be your marker. Mark 5 centimeters, both left and right side. Connect those two. Okay. Now for the next part, I'll use these clippers to hold everything in place. And you'll see why. Now use the scissors and cut 1 centimeter away from the marked place, like so. Now let's repeat that on the same side here. So we left a 1 centimeter here. Okay, now comes the interesting part. So we want to put handles on both left and right side of the pouch. I decide how much of the handle I want. For example, like this would be my ideal for my hand. And we'll cut those. We'll cut 2 parts. 2 measurements. You can use your own. It's your choice how much handle you want. I found out that if the handle is too big, it's kind of messy. So if you're wondering what's my measure for this, so it's 22 centimeters. Okay, so let's burn those ends. Now this is the interesting part. So we'll place the handle inside. Actually, that's the outside of the pouch. And pull it through here. So it sticks exactly 1 centimeter from these lines. Align it exactly like so. And try to be accurate to stay in line like this. Okay. Placing this all under the sewing foot. Try to be as accurate as you can if you want it to look pretty. Okay, now remember we are folding this part into the side that our zipper is going. So not the other way, that way. We'll do a double stitch. Now for the other part, try to straighten out the webbing, your handle, so it doesn't twist and you ruin your handle and you have to do it all over again. So make sure it's correctly aligned here. So we'll align it again, so the center goes where the seam is, or where the stitching is. placing it under this. So double stitch again. Okay, so this is our one side. Now let's repeat that for the other side as well. So laying it on the ground, laying it on the side like this. 5 centimeter mark. By the way, I'm doing these measurements on my own. You can do your own measurements if you want a bigger bag, if you want these sides to be bigger. These sides determine the height of your pouch, so how high it stands. So yeah, this one is 5 centimeters, actually 7 centimeters. Repeat this. Remember to place on the side where zipper is going. So if you want a bigger pouch, you will use bigger measurements. Right, let's cut the part. So 1 centimeter. Find your handle. Place it inside. Align it with the seam and the stitching here. Double stitch. Again making sure that your handle is lined up inside the correct way, doesn't twist inside. Pay attention so it doesn't twist inside. Flip this around. Align it with the seam and the stitch. And do a double stitch. Okay, so this is what we got. Now let's turn it inside out, see how we did. And yeah, we did good. So you can see the handle, how much of a handle is sticking out, even for 22 centimeters. Maybe that's a bit much, maybe less would be even better, but that's up to you. So pull tabs on both sides. You got your logo or a patch or whatever you want. So the last thing maybe is to put a paracord. Do a overhand knot. And now it's even better. And there is your boxy bag. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked what you've seen here, comment below and let me know what did you think of it. You can support me by following me on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. You can support me on Patreon. I hope you've learned something from me today and you keep learning. Thank you for watching and I'll be seeing you in the next tutorial.